Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before I begin with my position and before the clock starts.
When the clock starts, when you start talking.
Okay, all right, well, I would like to kind of ask Judge English a question. You've been in your seat, since 2001, and so it should be safe to say you should know the answer to this question.
Mr. Philpot, this is citizen communications, not question and answer.
Right, so your cooperation to answering this question would be greatly appreciated, sir.
Yeah.
So are you familiar with Section 4 of the Alabama Solid Waste Code 45-41-243 Act 81-737? Okay, I figured you would do that. All right, so let me read it for you. All right, so that code, the Lee County Commission is hereby authorized and empowered to levy at their discretion and collect to or provide for the collection of additional taxes and fees outside of the city limits of Opelika and Auburn. A solid waste fee or garbage fee or on residents of the county who do not contract with a private company, I repeat, who do not contract with a private company. Such fees shall be collected by use of the property tax books. So, in 1981, the Solid Waste Act 81-737 was passed, giving Lee County the ability to levy that particular law. In October of 2021, you all requested information from us that had a deadline on October 15, 2021. We met that particular deadline, and my office submitted a list of current customers, a contract with the disposal facility that we dump the trash at, all service contract with all of our current customers to Mr. John McDonald, the Lee County Environmental Director. Since submitting requested information, we have been patiently waiting since then for a formal response, and we have been ignored time and time again by this current Commissioners Board. Since submitting requested information, with the actions of this current Commissioners Board, not only have my anxiety worsened, the mental health challenges that you all have caused on me and my family has been difficult to deal with. All of the sleepless nights, high stress levels, the potential loss of wages, and years of investments that were made in my 8-year tenure of owning Virotech Services. All I want to do is continue to service my current customer base and also be able to obtain additional customers who choose to contract with Virotech Services without any penalties on either party. Because it is simply ridiculous that you and the Revenue Commissioner's Office is not only telling all of my customers who have brought and showed their service contract to an employed associate of yours that Virotech Services is not an approved vendor for 8 years. I got my health department permit.
Mr. Philpot, your 3 minutes is up.
I'm not done.
Cut his mic off.
I'm not done.
Yes, sir, you are. 3 minutes. Thank you.
I've obtained my health department permit for 8 years.
Judy Lockhart, you're up next.
For 8 years, I obtained my health department permit. And they're taking all the wages from me and my family. I've been doing this for 8 years. 8 years. They haven't even responded to me or my attorney with no kind of response. Now, everybody in here can go home to their family without having no worry in the world, but my family have to start over. And by him doing it, by cutting my mic off, I hope all the citizens in Lee County can see how they're treating local businesses.
Amen.
Amen.
How they're treating. 8 years I've been doing this. 8 years. He been in office in 2001. Now, what if somebody took his livelihood away? What if somebody took his livelihood away?
Mr. Philpot, you get the same time everybody else gets.